I know it's just like a hate internet train for Jacquees. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I said I was king of R&B, I see the internet and I see real life and I'll be like, this don't match. I just see a lot of lies. Like my show's sold out. My last show in Atlanta was 100 racks. I don't know, like I'm doing something right. You dig what I'm saying? Like, so they finally let me in the studio and Gorilla Zoe was in there writing the hook. I remember Tomcat was like, man, let Jacquees sing the hook. I got in there and immediately killed it. But when I'm doing the hook, the whole studio like turned from like this to just like everybody pulling up. Like the next day, every artist that was recording had to move to the B room.
Boy, I hate it for the damn substitute teacher that had to pronunciate that. Is Rodriguez Jacquees Broadnox.
Broadnecks.
Yo, what's good? What's poppin'? What it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Here with another episode of Funky Friday. I'm your host, Cam Newton, the song, Mr. Boogie to all, and I promise to give good content for the masses, but even more, I promise to keep it funky for your asses. Now, today, our guest is no other than singer-songwriter, musician, you feel me, artist, from Decatur, where it's greater, Atlanta's very own, Jacquees.
Yes, sir.
My boy!
My brother, what it do?
How you thugging, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Happy to be here, bro.
Man, listen, happy to have you here, bro.
Yeah.
It's so many things that, you know what I'm saying, we gonna tap into today, bro. But like, where you at right now, bro? Tell me some of the projects that you've been working on.
Man, I feel good. You know, I got an album out right now, Sincerely For You, executive produced by Future.
Yes, sir.
Got that out. We moving on the single When You Bad Like That. It's number 40 right now on the urban charts, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get that top 25, so we climbing. Got a couple artists, FYB my label.
Okay.
Big shout out to Issa, we working on Issa right now. We just flew to New York and did a video with Fabulous in Brooklyn, so big shout out to Fabulous, big shout out to Brooklyn. We got Boki, FYB Tevin. Tevin just dropped the project, I'm him. Boki just dropped the project. I think Boki project, what's it called? Forgot the name of it. He dropped one. We got C-Trey now, DC. Bluff City just dropped a project. That's my R&B group. The Quincy Gates. We got a lot of folks.
Long story short, you got some emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
And bro, you really been in the industry, you know, a long time.
Yeah, long time.
You feel me? What have you learned in the seat that you sit in now that you didn't necessarily know when you was first starting out?
Now I understand the real politics of the industry.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I really understand, like, it's a machine behind this thing. You know what I'm saying?
You hear it all the time.
Yeah.
But obviously, from my, like, I just hear, damn, why the hell I keep hearing this song on the radio?
Yeah.
Like, why I keep singing, you know, this particular project on the forefront on Apple, Spotify, Tidal. You know what I'm saying? But you being an artist and you seeing the real, like, what's really going on?
Like, I'm knowing, like, I just figured out, like, because if you don't really know the politics of everything, you'll start to feel like, man, I must not be good enough for something. You know what I'm saying? Or my stuff must not be that dope. You know what I'm saying? But once I figured out what's really going on, I'm like, oh, so I'm really hot, and that's really cap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but in this thing, you want to have the machine so you can compete.
Right.
So, you know, a lot of times in this, you got to bet on yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Man, understood. So take me through this, right? So you have your own label.
Yeah. And I'm still with Cash Money.
You still with Cash Money.
Yeah.
So how does that, like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? How does that even, you know what I'm saying, look?
Well, shit, I've been with Cash Money since the beginning. You know, Baby and Slim gave me my opportunity, and we still rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we just dropped my 3rd album. Everything been good. We just dropped When You Bad Like That, so it's climbing up. And I'm just, you know, I'm ready to do more. I've been with Cash Money since 2014, and I know with Baby, you know, Stunner, he a thinker. So I know me and him about to unlock some more doors in a minute. You know, it's gonna be 10 years next year. So I just know we gonna put together something crazy. Like, it's gonna be 10 years, and I already know how you feel about everything I done did, you know, for the time being, you know, and I just know how you do it when you down, you know, loyalty over everything. So that's what we stand on, and that's what we done built. You know, we built it up so far. When I first signed to Cash Money, I wasn't even on TV yet. And I just feel like Cash Money made me like a household name, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a lot more work to do, but here we are on my 3rd album, so, and we still ain't got no #1 yet, so that's something to think about. I always think like, man, I ain't even reached my peak yet, so it make me excited to know like I got so much more to do, you know what I'm saying?
So even like with that, bro, for the people who've been following your career, you came on introducing yourself as a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, type of way.
But now,
when I got with Cash Money, yeah, it was like baby.
Like you consider yourself an R&B.
Yeah. I always wanted to be an R&B artist. I always was an R&B artist. But I knew when I signed to Cash Money, I used to tell all my like my producers, I used to be like, man, listen, when we go in here with Stunner, I'ma always make an R&B song and I'ma always make a rap song. Cause I'm like, I know he gonna gravitate to that. And I know that's gonna allow me to put out these R&B records I wanna do.
He gravitates to what though?
I just knew what he was gonna like, cause see, at the time we was working on the Rich Gang project, so Thug and Quan was going crazy. I was on that project too, but I had an R&B record on there, and it was just all rap. And that's all Stunner would play. Like when you used to pull up to the studio with Rich Gang, whoever got it going on, you'll hear their music before you even come through the gate. So that's how you really know who popping or like what Stunner focused on. I used to always remember coming through the gates like, man, I can't wait till they playing my stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then
that was kind of like your badge of validation.
Oh yeah, that's the validation for sure. I remember I pulled up, he was playing my stuff. I knew it was my turn, you know, but I knew making Like Baby was gonna make him feel like that. I made a song called Like Baby, like screaming I'm a Cash Money like Wayne, Cash Money like Baby. So I knew he was gonna like it, and that's the first song he put out. And it actually went top 30 on urban radio, you know, on the chart. So it did something good, and right behind that, we came with another record called Good Feeling, but then we immediately went with BD, and that's when everything just that's when life changed.
So with you having this, you know what I'm saying, motion in this industry, being around, who have you, like, how do you draw your inspiration? Like, how do you draw, like, what do you pull from to either create, or is it energies with different people? Is it experiences? What is it like?
It's really like more so for me, when I'm creating the music, a lot of times it's experiences and it's energy though. Cause a lot of times I go in the studio and I could just play a beat and that's the energy of the beat making me want to record. You know, it just make me flow. But then once I get to flowing, I'm thinking about some stuff I done did. You know, and of course I mix it with my imagination a little bit, you know. But that's really the thing, like just going in there and being inspired by everything I done been through, you know, and inspired by the places that I want to go also.
Right.
Yeah.
So even to that, like, take me through when you know, obviously, you know, I got partners that rap, got partners that sing.
Yeah. And
a studio session. You know what I'm saying? I done been in an intimate setting where it was just a producer, A&R, and the talent. You know what I'm saying? And I also been in a situation where it's like, God, this feel like a club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what's your steez? How do you, you know, kind of get in that mode of zone when you're in the studio?
Now it's pretty much just me and the engineer, and you know, it might be a couple of my partners who ever pull up. You know, because I record from home. I got a studio of my own.
Okay.
So, you know, and I still go other places and record sometimes, but for the most part, it's me, the engineer, whoever I'm working with. But when I'm in the city, it's probably a couple of my friends. But when I was younger, when I was first starting, like, studio used to be packed out like a party. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to think that was going to inspire me. It used to inspire me, of course, you know, because when I used to want to make a party record, I felt like if I had the studio looking like a party, when I look out and record, I feel like that. It'll give me inspiration to talk about that. So I used to try to dress the studio up like that. And of course, it was stuff that I had seen growing up, being around other artists. So I was new to the game, trying to steal what they was doing to put it on me.
But even still to that, like, I would say, bro, in this generation that we live right now, we have a hard time, or people have a hard time with giving or paying homage.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you being from Atlanta, you carving out your own niche in this industry, you know, who inspired you or who impacted you the most to create, as we know now, Jacquees?
Really Michael Jackson and Chris, honestly. Like Chris Brown. And then, like, for the most part, I always wanted to meet Michael Jackson like anybody else. Everybody wanted to meet Mike.
Get in line.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to meet Mike, but I remember I was like, man, dang, so I got to meet Chris. I always wanted to meet Chris too, but I knew like, dang, Chris the next thing that inspired me, you know? And when I was 18, I got a chance to really live with bro. You know, he flew me to LA and I was staying with him, recording. You know, he jumped on my project that I was working on called 19 at the time. And it was just lit. Ever since then, we've been like brothers. So just to look up to somebody and then to get next to him, you know what I'm saying? And then he embraced me like a little brother from day one. It was just lit. Like I just talked to bro like last week, FaceTime. Like he out the country on tour right now.
Yeah.
And we kept our brotherhood super strong. Like this year is 10 years. Like I met bro in 2013,
right.
2023.
So for you being able to have that type of lifestyle where whether you traveling, doing shows, I didn't even necessarily realize over the pandemic, a lot of artists was missing out on that show money.
Facts, I was talking about that today.
Talk about it.
I was telling my boy Egg, I'm like, man, the pandemic slowed us down, bro.
Yeah.
I was just like, it slowed us down because we had just got off tour. We had just went on the King of R&B tour. We was about to do our last date in Atlanta, I think like March 3rd. And that's when the COVID started. I think it started right then on that week. And then they canceled our show. We tried to move it back, canceled it. And then, you know, you couldn't get booked because wasn't nobody gonna come out. So the promoters weren't gonna spend their money because they knew they weren't gonna make it back.
Correct.
So we just sitting at the spot.
Right.
You feel me? Just
out.
We had never had a break ever since I jumped on the road, bro. I probably done did more shows than any artist that done came out since I came out. Period.
Right.
I had never had a break ever.
So what was that? What did COVID teach you?
COVID just taught me really just, honestly, you know, we're going to always keep something to the side, but keep something to the side for sure. Because when 2021 hit, well, I was ready to run it back up January 1st.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just taught me, like, keep something to the side. You know what I'm saying? And it also taught me, like, you know, love on your folks, too, because a lot of people was passing at that time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was really going down at that time. So it just taught me to just love on your people more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, boom, in this particular sector of the show, right, when we was doing our research, right, your name is Rodriguez Jacquees Broadnocks.
Broadnecks. Yeah.
Boy, I hate it for the damn substitute teacher that had to pronunciate that.
She only called me Jacquees, that's it.
Everybody.
I used to tell them, boom, just Jacquees. As soon
Jump
as they
to
try
it.
to do it.
You know what I mean? All the tongue wrestling, tongue tying,
Yeah.
Jacquees, baby.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously when we was doing our research for this show, that name alone kind of sparked like, damn, what are other rappers' names?
Yeah.
Real names. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna play this game called Whose Name Is It?
Yeah.
Right? Jacquees simply put the right name on the right person, right? You will have 30 seconds on the clock and you have to get all 5 to win, right? As you see, we got 21. We got Gunna, got Future, Gucci, Metro. All rappers from or claim Atlanta. All right? You ready?
Let's do it.
Now, also before you place the card on there, you have to read the name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For the viewers out there. All right? You ready?
Let's do it. I'm gonna get out of here right, man.
30 seconds. We good? Put 30 seconds on the clock. Ready and go. What's the name? Shaya bin Abraham Joseph.
Yes, sir.
That's 21.
Yes, sir.
Roderick Delantic Davis.
Yes, sir.
Delantic. Nevadius Demon Cash. Sergio Giovanni Kitchens. And Lilano Tyler Wayne.
No, all them boys, man.
That's it.
All them correct.
Boy, listen. Boy, listen here, boy. Boy, your name Shaya, boy. I just can't. But look, but at the end of the day, too, a lot of folks really don't understand that these folks have names. Like, even when you go out,
Yeah.
don't nobody, Naquavia, you know what I'm saying? Roger, like, it's Gucci, it's Future. I even heard mamas calling.
Oh yeah, by the stage.
By the stage name. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like and rest in peace, Takeoff, Quavo, you know what I'm saying? Like all of them is just like, golly. And you just forget or you grow into like just understanding like, damn, bro, these folk got real full government names. Like when you go to the bank, you got to sign for that. You know what I'm saying? But hell yeah, I definitely, when I seen it, I was like, boy, what in the hell? Who the hell name is this, boy? Yeah, so really where I'm at with it now is, obviously you're a very skillful artist.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
What's your first recollection of understanding that I can make money from this?
Really, first time I knew I could make money, I was in my neighborhood on West Chapel. A guy named Rick who owned the barbershop. I used to work in the barbershop, sweeping the barbershop. And he was like, Quee, let's go down here. Because I used to fill up the vending machine. So he was like, Quee, let's go down here to the store. And he was like, on the way to the store, we're going to stop at the beauty salon. We can go in there and sing something. I'm like, man, I don't, all right. You feel me? Because I wasn't shy. I'm like, all right. But I knew they were grown women. You know what I'm saying? I used to sing in front of kids.
Right.
And grown women in my family. You know what I'm saying? Now there's grown women for real, in real life. So I remember we went in there. And he like, man, it's Jacquees. He called me Quee, but he introduced me by what I was going to go by. Jacquees, my middle name. He like, man, it's Quee to Jacquees. Quee, sing something. Boom. I remember I used to sing Michael Jackson off the rip. I used to sing I Want You Back, just hit it. I could hit that just like him back then.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I remember off the rip, they just started giving me like $5, $3, $5, 10. Then, we on the way to the store, so that's perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got a little bad, man. A little chip, man.
Once I did that, I remember going to like little 5 points and doing it. And then from there, I knew like, okay, I could do it. Getting in talent shows, like more talent shows, that's for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can win the money, and just do that. And I knew like, man, I could make it for real. I knew I could make it from day one though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew like from day one, like I'm gonna be a superstar. Like I know it because.
So let's stay here for a second. Mm-hmm. For the person who is an aspiring rapper, an aspiring musician, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the peaks and the valleys that they have to get prepared for?
Well, as an artist, you gotta just be ready for the good times for sure, the bad times, because it's go up and down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It go up and down, but you just want to stay consistent. But just be ready for the business. Just be ready for everything. Just keep your eyes open. Just never close your eyes. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your eyes open and just stay focused. Try to remain yourself as much as you can. Like, that's the biggest thing. Stay yourself. You know what I'm saying?
But you came in at such a young age. Who taught you the business side of the music?
Really, me just being in it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I always been the type, like, I got to get in it to learn it for real. People can tell me, but it's like, I got to touch the stove. You know what I'm saying? I got to see if it's really hot for real. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I always threw myself in the fire, like, just to go see what's up. And then once I knew what was up for real, I always go tell my mama. So my mama know a lot about the business now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mama like my financial manager. Okay. So ain't nothing getting through the crack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, boy, what you doing at Neiman's? Ain't that no damn Neiman's.
I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
All that. So I just learned a lot. Like, so it's the business for real. And, I would tell a younger artist, just pay attention and just don't give up on yourself, because you might go through stuff where you might feel like this and feel like that, but just stay consistent and just keep working.
Mm-hmm. You being an R&B singer is different than a rapper, because you talk about the softer side of everything. Right. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't give a damn if it's about fighting. I don't give a damn if it's about, slanging a gang, banging, but more predominantly it's just about love.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When you put that energy out, has that kind of helped or hurt your chances of finding love?
I think it helped. It helped my chances of finding love. It's a double-sided sword. Because, you might meet people. It's just like, just like all of us. It's just like, you got to figure out if they really like him. You know what I'm saying?
But how, But how do you, though?
How do I know?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
growing, like, even going to your studio explanation, bro, you got like 40 women that's trying to be the one.
Yeah.
You hear me? Sex, provocative, promiscuous women,
Right.
that's there. Right?
sure.
Drake got a line that says, how do you know who's for you when anybody will go with you?
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's so easy to love this.
Yeah.
Motherfucker fresh now, motherfucker got them them diamonds dancing like Chris Breezy, you feel me?
Yeah.
They see the Van Cleef, they see this, they see that. But how do you filter the realness?
I mean, honestly, now that I'm here, it's like, of course, I know it's a lot of good people in the world, but I don't have a lot of time, so I had got to the point where it's like, man, I'm gonna date people on this level, on where I see myself going, you know what I'm saying? And I would always try to, stay as much away from my pockets as possible, like for the extras, just to see if it was really about money or it was about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I wouldn't do certain things that like other would do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, nah, I ain't gonna do that one. You get what I'm saying? Like, get somebody else to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always on that one. So once I figured it out for real, I'm like, okay, she can rock. You know the ones, cause you kind of look at it like she cut like me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you like you cut like where I'm from. Like, and I used to would get on the internet, watch interviews with certain folks, see what they about and meet them in person, and and be like, okay, they kind of cap on now. She kind of real. Like, go to where they from, see what's up. You know what I'm saying? And you got to just really dig in. You got to meet their people too. I feel like that's a big thing. Like, you got to meet the people around the person to see like how they really rocking. Because sometimes they be rocking with, like, if you see how her friend is, like, they probably got certain type of ways. Like, you dig what I'm saying?
Apple
like,
don't fall too far from the tree.
not too far, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always some good ones in there, but you know how it go, bro. It's like, you gotta just see, like, if the friend A1, 9 times out of 10, she gonna be A1.
Right.
If she some bull, she might be like straight. Like, she might not be all the way on the bull, but it's in her though.
Yeah.
So you gotta just make sure she really rocking with you, because at any moment she might just show you like she like her friend. You dig what I'm saying?
Baby, you not about to sit up there and make me believe I done got every type of I see your friend and she out here thotting and bopping, and this your best friend and she carrying on like this.
And you be with her
Every day.
Yeah.
And that ain't in you.
Yeah.
She a whole situation out here.
It's a little bit in you. It might not be you, but it's in you a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got some of the ways.
Them birds, they gonna flock together, baby.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't gonna even...
And it's just like us. We can't even we might have partners that do this and that. We might not be all the way like that, but a little bit of that might be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bro, for you, for having so much tenure and lineage, and I keep going back to it, bro, but I'm curious from a fan's perspective. It's like, what's some of your top moments that you've had? You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, you was a jit, really.
Yeah, jit.
Like, coming into stardom.
Yeah.
Seeing, bro, you was popping when you couldn't even legally get into a club.
Yeah, I was 15, 16.
You know what I'm saying?
17.
Like, take me back to when you had one of the moments that it was like,
Man, I remember my first moment. Like, I used to, I was signed to Block NT when I first came in when I was 15. You know, Boys in the Hood, Gorilla Zoe, Jeezy, Young Jock, all that. So I remember I used to come there every day after football practice. You know, I played football too.
no, you did.
That's why I got a highlight on YouTube. Real talk. So I used to come up there every day after football practice. So I would come, stand in the front of the gate. They'll let me in the gate. I might play basketball for a little while, walk the checkers, sit on the sofa. But they would never let me in the studio room, like the actual studios where you record. I would just be like outside in the lobby. So I did that for probably like 6 months. You feel me? Just every day. Just consistent. So they keep seeing me because my dog Orlando, he was telling them like, man, he hard, he got talent, you know what I'm saying? But Block at the time, they was on top. So you know how it's like he was moving through like, I ain't got time for no kid. We like, you know what I'm saying? We on some gangster shit. So, boom, my boy Tomcat finally, he was like, man, Block, this boy been sitting out here for like 6 months, man. Let him come in the studio, you feel me? So they finally let me in the studio. They was working with a kid named Jason. And Gorilla Zoe was in there writing the hook. And so I remember Tomcat just called me this morning too. I remember Tomcat was like, man, let Jacquees sing the hook. Let that boy sing the hook. So I got in there and immediately killed it. But when I'm doing the hook, the whole studio, like everybody from outside, everybody in the lobby, everybody just the studio just turned from like this to just like everybody pulling up, watching me. You feel what I'm saying? So then after that, they were like the next day, every artist that was recording in the A room had to move to the B room, and they had put me in the A room. Boom, that was it. That was one moment, like from the jump. And then another moment, bro, that was big. I had hella moments, but like two more that was super special. Like I remember when I first met Chris. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was on Metropolitan because I was with TIG at this time. I left Block. You know, I was hustling out here. So I left Block ENT and I got with TIG. And we had a studio on Metropolitan. And I knew Luda Day was coming up. You feel me, out here. So Chris Brown was there. So I pulled up. First, I ain't never been starstruck, bro. This is the first time I ever been starstruck. I've been around folks forever. But I remember I saw bro and I'm like, damn, that's Chris Brown for real. Like this real life. Like that's shawty who I look up to. So I remember I seen Hood, his partner, which is my brother now. I tried to get to Chris. He was like, hold on, bro, I got you. I'm gonna make sure you get with Reese. Reese was with us at Block. I kept my relationship with Reese. She's still on my team. Go back to Metropolitan Studio. They like Chris Brown on the phone or whatever. This like probably like a couple weeks later. They like Chris Brown on the phone. He want to talk to you. I'm like, man, that's cap. So I remember I grabbed the phone. I knew his voice. So as soon as I got on the phone, I heard him. He like, man, we gonna fly you to LA. I'm like, he like, yo, I just heard the record you did, Girls Love Rihanna. It's super hard the way you flipped it. I flipped the Drake record. He was like, man, I'm gonna bring you out here to write some records. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bet. And then they gave me the tickets. They flew me to LA. And I remember they had me at the airport waiting for like 3 hours. So I ain't think they was gonna come. I was calling my mama like, man, this was a setup. Like he ain't gonna really come. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this was just too good to be true. You feel me? And I remember Hood called me. He was like, we outside. Bro, I remember I was so happy. I was up there I had to get a charger, bro. I'm 18, 19 by myself. You feel me? I got a shirt to say LA. I'm super happy. Got my overalls on, got my shoes, got my snapback on. You feel me? I'm ready. You feel me?
That bitch ready to go in the game. That bitch got the face paint on, everything. That bitch ready to go.
I remember I got in the car and they like, man, it's LA. They were like, welcome to LA, bro. We told you it was a lot of traffic. Like, they was like, we told you the traffic crazy. We been sitting in traffic. I knew the line. But, you feel me? They took me to the house, and Chris had all his cars lined up on the street, so I knew I was it. I got out the car. I remember I had a group message with all my partners. I was like, bro, I'm here. You feel me? And everybody was turned up for me. So I remember I walked to the garage, and I was rocking with his crew because everybody was, like, happy to be there. You feel me? He had his cousins and everybody there. You feel me? I remember his cousin Spice was like, man, what's up, man? I'm Spice. He like, man, I wash all the cars. He like, man, I make sure he good. So I was like, oh, these real. You feel me? Then Chris came outside. He like, oh, what's up, Jacquees? I hit my partners immediately. I'm like, bro, I was like, man, know my name, bro. It's up. You feel me? So from there, we went to the studio. We made a song, and I put that song on my project 19. And I was only supposed to be in there as a writer, but I turned the moment into me actually getting on the record. He was in the studio recording. Because remember I told you I actually went out there to be a writer.
Right.
So when we got in the studio, Hood was like, this your opportunity to show what you got, you feel me? Because we had to finesse my way into Chris wanting me to rock with him as an artist. So once we got in the studio, he started recording, working on some stuff, and they was like, go hit the button and tell him something to say. But I was like, man, I ain't gonna just press the button while he recording, you feel what I'm saying? Because I'm like, bro, that Chris Brown, I can't just interrupt, bro. They like, man, press the button, man. That's why you here. You feel me? I press the button. Bloop. I like, man, say this. He like, all right, that's hard. And he said it. And I was like, man, say this too. I gave him like a run. And he was like, man, that's hard. He was like, man, I'm gonna just put you on this song. You feel me? He like, I'm gonna just put you on the song. And he said my name in the song. And it was lit. Yeah, I got a lot of stories, bro. I keep going for years.
But listen, like, it's important, bro, because that don't get old.
Hell nah.
You know what I'm saying? But it always keep you at a trajectory where, bro, you know where you came from.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's
like
so much favor for all of us that you be like, damn, bro, what if they would have left me at the airport? You know what I'm saying? You would have been spoiled to, like, man, Chris Brown, bro.
Real talk. You know, I would have been like that. Like, bro, you got to think, like, I just thought of one more. I remember the first time I met Thug. I remember it was like, this was crazy though. Cause it was like, you feel me? I remember it was me and my boy Ed Roll. We walked in the studio at Dallas Austin Studio. That was the studio we used to record for Rich Gang. And bro was just in there by himself. We had a big old projector. Bro was just watching my videos. You feel me? And I remember I walked in. And he was like, welcome to Rich Gang. He was like, man, we finna go big. He was like, man, we finna blow up. He was like, I've been watching your videos all day. He was like, man, we finna blow up. Let's take a picture.
Yeah.
You feel me? We took a picture, and then we just real talk, free my brother too, man.
Man, listen, bro. And hell yeah. Hell yeah. But I'm going to take this opportunity respectfully. Mm-hmm. Does it make you feel a certain type of way? Because you got music with both sides, all sides. And when a situation happened, obviously, with Gunna and Thug, it's like, how do you feel?
I just play my part. That's what I always did. I done been in the middle of so much stuff because it's family. So I just play my role. You know, when family get in it, you just stay to the side. Let family handle it. Whenever the clouds clear, I'll be right there.
Yeah.
That's how I handle every situation with family.
But it's so tough, because I even see the tempo of music right now, no pun intended, but I just like,
it ain't. Yeah, we were just talking about that today.
Yeah.
It's a gap. Like, it's finna go back pop.
Yeah. But like, me personally, I'm a lover, bro. Yeah. Like I want you to win. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to win.
Yeah, real talk.
And I be like, country music singers, they don't be beefing.
It's only us.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, I just recently had Quan.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's my big brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I talk to Quan all the time, but see, we never lost our relationship.
Right.
Like, I was never afraid to talk to my brother, because I was always his little brother. Like, all these my brothers, Thug my brother. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the studio with Thug, walk out, talk to Quan, like, you on the phone with Quan? He like, oh. Because, you know, we brothers. Like, it ain't nothing you can do about it. That's my brother. I ain't involved in whatever y'all, you know what I'm saying, whatever beefs they talk about or whatever. I just always just stay Jacquees. And I think me being myself for so long, bro, and just keeping it real, that's why everybody love me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that's Jacquees. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that little bro.
So, like, even with having him on, I was like, bro, just think about it. How much money did y'all leave on the table?
What? They know they left the millions on the table. I'm going to go get them.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to get them.
Like, real. I'm like, bro, that's just like you beefing with Chris Brown.
Right.
Like, y'all do better together.
We all better together.
All better. And y'all just sitting up here beefing over something. It's either money, it's either a chick, or somebody who really didn't have the right information that told you something and it could have been squashed. Right. You have genuine love for a person that you don't let somebody affect the relationship when it could have been like, hey, bro, where you at? Matter of fact, I'm pulling up on you, bro. Like, ain't no cameras, ain't no nothing. And even with the situation with Gunna and Thug, I'm like, damn, bro. Obviously, it's an ongoing situation, but it could have been Drake and Meek Mill. You feel me? I'm like, dog, stop.
Just want everybody to love each other.
I just want everybody to win, bro.
Real talk.
I just want everybody rich and
that should be fun.
Like, bro, who, like, I heard a quote where it said, where would the world be if nobody cared who got the credit?
We'll be in a greater place.
Like, we make a song together, but I wrote the song, but everybody think you wrote the song. And you win. And I don't, hey, bro.
No, it's still like that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's still like that now. You just gotta, it's still like that. Not overall though, I did what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, this whole crab in the bucket mentality have our culture so, and y'all got a lot of influence. You know what I'm saying?
We do have the influence on the youth.
Correct.
Seriously.
So, you know, my kid, bro, I got 7 kids, very proud of it.
That's what's up, bro. I didn't know you had 7.
Sound.
Hard.
And I want more.
For sure.
Feel me? Like, you know.
Yeah.
Once you seen one female, you done seen them all. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? Some of them stand out more than others. When you got one partner, you done seen them all. You know what loyalty is. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not being reciprocated like that, it's just like, okay, cool, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, move like that. But with my children, that's the only thing that give me purpose. Outside of my religion, you know what I'm saying? It's just like my partners who knew me at 25, my partners who knew me at, you know what I'm saying, 22, coming into the league, new money, rich as a mother. You know, it was nothing for me to fly with everybody wherever the hell. But it's like now, I'm like, bro, our vision don't align. Like, big bro, where you at? I'm like, bro, I'm head of the basketball practice, dog. I'm head of the track practice. And it's okay to evolve. We see it all the time in music. We see it all the time in life. Like, you don't sound the same when you was 17.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you just go and just say, nah, bro, like, this is me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Jay-Z say, everybody want the old hoe. Go listen to the old hoe.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So even with that, bro, this whole maturation of you evolving into your best version of yourself, like, what are some of the steps that you kind of go about it?
Man, just evolving into my best self, for me, it's just really like focusing on myself. You know, like when I do that, whenever I really focus in on myself and take care of myself, I always do the best stuff. You know, like when I'm on time, on schedule, doing what I need to do personally, like doing what I need to do all around the board, everything always work out.
Yeah.
So I try to just stay right there, you know, and I know staying right there, it'll make me elevate because my work ethic crazy.
Yes, sir.
Like I don't never stop working. I'm always working. And I know if I continue to work and continue to make these connections, it's gonna take me to the next level.
Right.
But I know I just gotta stay in these rooms, keep shaking hands. You know, like I was never the type to be like, man, I'm going to the Rock Nation branch. You know what I'm saying? Like, help me get in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this year, I'm like, man, I'm going. You feel me?
Right.
Like, see what's up. And then they sent me a pass, you know, to get in. I end up meeting Beyonce, which was super dope.
Yeah.
And I knew she knew who I was, and that felt good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she ain't hugged really nobody for real. She probably hugged a couple of them boys, but not like me, though. I was the one with the kiss on the cheek.
No, you
like
didn't.
The little,
No.
you feel me? The little, what's her name?
What that was she gave you?
The little, what's her name? You feel me? Me. I knew she knew me.
It going off. You know what I mean?
You feel me? I knew she knew me because just the acknowledgement, just being embraced by somebody like that, you like, man.
You doing something right, bro.
Yeah, you feel me? And Hov. I got to meet Hov too, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro was sitting down, mind his business. Bro was like, man, Jacquees, let me meet you. Boom. He got up, shook my hand, I felt the respect. And I knew they really was rocking with me because I ended up talking to Michelle for a little while.
Yeah.
Like, right after Beyonce passed, Michelle came and hollered at me. So I'm like, okay, this is like approval. Like, I know y'all know. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I know y'all listen to this.
In your industry, it's similar to sports, right?
Facts.
With it's a lot of pressure. In our world, it's like, man, in his prime, he was fire. But for y'all, it's like, man, that project wasn't it. How do you manage? Man, that old Jacquees was harder than I don't know what the hell home got going on now.
Yeah.
Like, what the f done happened to bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do you manage those emotions?
Man, with me, I think it's cap. You know, that's what I think. You know, I sit down and read comments and do that and do this. But see, I'm really outside for real too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I see the internet and I see real life and I'll be like, this don't match. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this don't really go together. Like, this, like if these people was on that, then it'll be lit. I just see a lot of lives. Like, my show's sold out. Like, I just did 2,200 in LA for Valentine's Day. You feel me? Like, my last show in Atlanta was 100 racks. You feel me? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm doing something right. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
Lord.
and the music still sound good. It ain't never been about money because the money gonna come. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you listen to a 19, I'm supposed to evolve. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to a Mood, you listen to a 4275 King of R&B, Sincerely For You, it's all elevated, but it's all Jacquees. Of course, everybody got their favorite projects. I got my favorite Chris Brown album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't going like this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never doing that one.
Yeah.
We doing that one. You know, so I tell my partners that all the time, like, bro, our career, I feel good because we ain't never did like one of these. Like, it's just always been like this.
We going off.
Yeah, definitely. We're going all the way that way. So when they say that, I know it's just like a hate internet train for Jacquees. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I said I was King of R&B, people just went crazy. Like, so now they like, nah, da-da-da-da. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, I feel like it's somebody that made an account, like a fake account that started like that, like, oh, Jacquees can't sing, Jacquees this, Jacquees the old man. I like, bro, I was thinking about that today, bro. Like, I feel like this like a parody. Like, somebody just went behind me.
Bro, the thing that you know and that you must know is like, bro, can't nobody do you better than you.
Best thing you could do is be yourself.
You know what I'm saying? And if anybody done suffered from that, it's me. Like, and we was joking right before we kind of went on. And I'm like, bro, I never wanted to dress like y'all. I never wanted to sound like y'all. I never wanted to be y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got people that I look up to, but it's still up to me to kind of put my own flavor on.
Exactly.
Whatever. I'm not in competition with nobody. Like I said, bro, early on in my life, like, I pray that everybody win. Man, I pray for my enemies.
Facts, me too, every day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and if that, I'm like, bro, my heart pure. And I want that to be radiant when somebody see me like, oh, damn, bro, we don't never see Cam. Like, it's like, bro, because I don't want to be soft.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out with my children, bro. Like, I think that's the most gangster.
Facts.
But if you ain't tapped in your personal self, all that comment, it'll affect you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be lying if or anybody be lying if they didn't say, bro, it had some type of impact. Mm-hmm. But you got to use that to make better. Exactly. Don't just use that trying to prove a point to Jacquees Hater 101 who got a private page and following more people than they got posts.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Them folk, that'll be just
and they the ones.
Bugs.
Facts.
You did? So, you know, all in all, bro, it's like, where do you see, what would you tell your younger self, bro?
Young Jacquees, like, go buy some properties now. That's what I was telling myself, my younger self. I was like, as soon as you get it check, bro, go buy this property right here. Like, buy the whole land now. Get it. Even though I'm doing that now, but when I was younger, see, if I'd have did this when I was 21, I'm 28 now. That's almost 10 years in. You know what the money would like
yes, sir.
Off the investment. So.
But who empowered your brain to start thinking like that?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Where like the area where I live at, bro, of course my mama and everybody been telling me, you know, invest. Oh, and of course I just started a wine lounge and stuff. Mm-hmm. But not even behind that, it's called the Wine and Tapas at Stonecrest. You know, y'all can pull up if you're in the A.
Yes, sir. I was gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But really, bro, I was over there by where I stayed, and I was out to eat, and this lady was like, "Hey, you know Julio Jones built this, right?" I was like, "Julio." I was like, "Let me call, bro. What he built what?"
Yeah.
They were like, "He built this, like this J&J, Julio and John." I was like, she was like, "You know Julio Jones?" I was like, "Yeah, that's my brother. My brother." She like, "He built this, that. He built that, and he built this over here. He's just building everything over here." I was like, "Hold on, let me hit, bro." I'm like, "Bro, you done built this stuff over here, bro."
What the hell you got going
That's
on?
exactly what I said, bro. Hit me back simply. Yeah.
That's it.
I was like, bro, that's hard. I was like, that's hard, but that woke me up again, like, bro, like, yeah. Like, I just like, okay, it's time for that one. Like, I see what everybody doing. Like, I'm like, okay, let me get in it. Because I'm already doing it. But I'm like, I'm going to do it some more.
Just grown. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's all said and done, when you can no longer sing, when you no longer have the impact, you're going to always be able to look back and say, bro, how you going to call me a bust when I got all this?
Facts.
And that's my thing right now. It's like, bro, ain't nobody did what I did.
Period.
Exclamation point.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, real. So even to that, you becoming a businessman, you know, open up your own bar, Tapas Lounge, you feel me? Like, where did the inspiration kind of come from that?
Well, my mom, she was telling me that she knew a lady named Vanika, and she said she had a wine bar and she was looking for a partner, you know, because she wanted to take it to another level. And my mom was like, "You'll be the perfect one to be a partner," you know. So I went and met her. I went and seen the spot. You know, she was telling me, it was already nice, but she was telling me, you know, things she wanted to do to elevate it. You know, and I was all for it. You know, I got in with her. We had our grand opening in January. I probably met her in probably like September. Did our grand opening in January. We had the mayor of Stonecrest out there, everybody out there supporting us. And we've been booming. Yeah. You know, we've been booming.
What's the name?
It's called the Wine and Tapas Lounge. And it's in Stonecrest Mall, well, over near the Stonecrest Mall, in the Stonecrest Mall area. Right. In Stonecrest, Georgia. Yeah. So it's over there by Decatur on the east side. But it's super nice, bro. It's like you'll love it, bro. Like, no cap. Like, it's your flavor. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's your flavor. Like, I was just telling him, like, I need to get one of them machines so he can suck all the cigar smoke up, because it's like, you don't want to come in there and do that. It make you feel like that. It's like, it's for the grown and sexy. Like, it's for people of profession, like, of like if you professional, like a doctor, like a lawyer, athlete, like player, like grown in the hood, but got some, like you got some class. Like it's for those type of people. We ain't had no problems. And I know we ain't gonna have no problems because the energy. You know, the type of music we play. You know what I'm saying? Like we always play like R&B. We play hip hop, but it's a certain type of hip hop we play. You know what I'm saying? It make the room feel good. And them folks be having a great time. I love seeing people have a good time. That's something I always loved. I love to look at people, especially my people. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, damn, boy, they having a good time in my spot.
Man, listen, it hit different. Coming from, like, if y'all ain't know, you know, got a cigar lounge, Fellaship ATL, right? And it is in the heart of Atlanta, across the street from the Dome on Centennial. And when I was going into creating it, me growing up in Atlanta, you know about, you know, Vanquish Rain, Compound, Velvet Room, Magic City, you know, all these different hotbeds. But I'm like, bro, there's not a place in Atlanta where the grown-ups can go. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you like 19 to like 30-ish, Atlanta for you is bumping. But it's like, bro, what do you do when you like from 35 to like 60? Like, they still want to go out too. So I created it, and to your point, like the whole aesthetic and the ambiance around it, it ain't giving hate. Like, I literally witnessed like somebody step on somebody's shoe, and the dude who stepped on the shoe, he apologized. Like, bro, hold on. That
he knew what he was in.
Like that. Everybody got their own mode. This ain't no hookah lounge. No disrespect to anybody who got a hookah.
For sure.
Ain't nobody standing on the couches. I spent a lot of money, good money, on these leather couches. You know what I'm saying? It's just, bro, like you go in there to socialize, you go in there to network, you go in there to just really have a good time. And when that energy is right, bro.
I done been in there.
You feel me? Food, all that.
I done been in there with Polo. Polo the Dun. We done been in there.
Yes, sir. So you already know what, you know what I'm saying, what type of emotion I got going on, bro. But yeah, man, anything else, bro, that we ain't talked about? But though, no, tell me this. Collabing with Future, bro. You got a deluxe coming up. Right.
Got a deluxe.
How is that? You know what I'm saying? That how you piece that together?
Big shout out to Future. That's my brother, my big bro. How we piece it together? I was in Miami playing my album for Cash Money, and Future was there, but he wasn't in the album listening session. He was in another room recording. So when I was getting ready to leave, they was like Future in there, so I went and hollered at him. And Birdman loved Future, so I was like, Bird out here, you know what I'm saying? Come holler at him, whatever. So he came out there to holler at Bird and Slim. And then Future was like, I'm gonna play some of the music, telling Bird he gonna play some of the music. So he immediately started playing some of the records that we had already did. I had forgot I had some records with Future, like, you feel me? I had just forgot we had did a couple joints. And so Stunner was like, man, he's hard. Like, why you didn't tell me you had these songs? I'm like, man, Unc, I really forgot about him. You know what I'm saying? We in the studio, so Future stopped the songs or whatever. You know, we had them been vibing all night. So then Future like, man, I could do Quee whole album. You know, he was like, man, I do Quee whole album. I executive produce the whole thing. You feel me? Like, we could just go and do it. So we got right to it. That was last summer, and we dropped it December. No, that was the summer 2021. So we was working on it through 2021 and in 2021, 2022. We dropped it December 16th this year. I mean, last year.
Well, congratulations, bro.
Thank you, bro.
And just more blessings to you, man. And like I tell everybody, stay out of trouble. You know, just keep your energy pure, bro, and you going north. I promise you that. You feel me? As we end things here at Funky Friday, we're gonna go in unison. We're gonna start with this camera right here. Then we're gonna go to this camera right there. And then we're gonna finish with that camera back there in the back.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got one finger, one pinky, one thumb, one love, man.
One love.
Yeah. Jacquees, bro. Appreciate you, dog.
Man, you know it's love with us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
appreciate you, man.
Always.
Yes, sir. Come on, grab the picture. Yee!
That was a good one.
Yeah, man.
That was one of my best interviews.
Yeah.